Hey, Erin Chase here from $5 Dinners, and it is my favorite time of year. That's right, the Grocery Budget Makeover is open for registration, but we have a free workshop for you. You can learn a little bit more about the program and how it works and get a sense of what an online class looks like that we put together. So I want to go over a couple of things today. If you're catching the replay, slide it forward just a little bit. We have a few things to talk about, but I always like to say hi to those who are here live. So if you're here live, let me know if saving money is part of one of your New Year's resolutions. If you made goals or resolutions, or if you're like a non-resolutions person. I'm more of a non-resolutions person because I'm always working on something. It's not that I need to restart it in the new year, although I do like a fresh, clean start, right? And so I want you to let me know if saving money is part of your resolution. If it is, you definitely need to take the free workshop. We totally have a free workshop. There are 6-ish, one really short video, and then 5 to 6, 7-minute long videos that help you kind of rethink the way that you shop for groceries. And then, of course, if you want to join our makeover, you can do that as well. If you're here live, hello. I'm happy to be here with you today. We have a lot going on today. Today, we're doing our live here. Tomorrow, we will have our Dinner Made Easy show. So I'm shifting things around just a little bit. Today we're talking about a workshop, and I'm going to show you what's in the workshop here in just a second. And we'll do our Dinner Made Easy show tomorrow, and then we'll do a little bit more Q&A style videos this weekend as the registration continues for our Grocery Budget Makeover online class. So let's talk about this workshop. Type the word SAVE in the comments, and I will message you how to sign up for the workshop. Okay, so type the word SAVE, and I'll send you more information about that in your messenger. You can check it out after the video. You can sign up. You can watch the videos. But I'm going to give you a peek of what's in the workshop specifically. We're going to talk more about the workshop today. I'll let you know a few things about the makeover because it is open for registration through Monday. Okay, so if you haven't taken it yet, you definitely want to check that out. And I'm going to try and track on comments here. Anne, I will share a link with you. Anne's asking about cheap dinner ideas for gluten-free, dairy-free. Totally possible. We did the gluten-free, dairy-free diet when my little boys were younger, when we were having some sensory behavior type issues, if you will. And we've done a lot of research and a lot of fiddling with diets and supplements and vitamins and things like that. Anyway, so I have lots of ideas for you. I will share a link with you a little bit. The idea is to base your meals around rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and then just skip the dairy because dairy-free things can be very expensive with the exception of milk. You would need to figure out your milk situation. More on that later. All right, back to the workshop. This is what I got for you. So our workshop is super not long, right? You can watch it on your phone. I know you have a lot of things going on in your life, and if grocery savings or spending less money in general is one of them, I love being able to save on groceries because it's really the one line item in your budget that you can control completely. And what I mean by that is if you really want to dig in and spend half of what you're spending now, it's possible. Yes, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's possible. But you need to learn the right way and learn and kind of adjust your habits and be smarter with the way that you're preparing for the store as well as going through the store and then using your food wisely. You'd actually be shocked at how many people just fall off the grid of, I just don't feel like making that tonight. You can make this great meal plan and then you just don't feel like it. Well, I'm really sorry, but you got to feel like it when you're trying to save money. Okay. So that's another story. That's my lovely, gentle, swift kick in the pants encouragement for you today. All right. So in the workshop, we go over the 5 mistakes you don't know you're making in the grocery store. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there that I do make these mistakes on occasion. It's generally, I know that I'm making them and it's because I'm in a rush. Okay. And that's my fault. I really try to be very intentional with our grocery planning and getting coupons together and getting a great shopping list written, right? But there are still, every now and then I'll be like, oops, I totally did that thing I say not to do. It happens, just being real. So we're going over the 5 mistakes. I'll give you a sneak peek of what they are real quick. Mistake number 1 is not looking at the ads before you go into the store. Okay, I'm just going to give you this first lesson in the workshop. How about we just go on through it, shall we? And that's where you need to get the ads to come to you. You need to look at the ads before you go in the store. You need to be seeing what meat's on sale specifically, what produce is on sale. You need to be studying that so that you can get those things added to your list so that you're not paying full price for them in between the weeks when they're not on sale. Okay, so that's one. If you missed it, type save in the comments and I'll send you more information about this workshop, but I'm going to kind of go through it just real quick with you. So that is when you need to get the ads coming to you, and there's lots of different ways that you can do that. Marketing traps in the grocery store. There are lots of them, and you probably have read articles and you've seen them before, but we're going to talk in the makeover about the biggest one. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tease you with that. How about that? Number 3. The grab and drop. This is like if you're at the dance at the dance club, right? And you're like doing the dance where you're like grabbing and dropping. Okay, I'm really not going to dance for you here, but the grab and drop, like you're like, oh, let's have spaghetti this week. Grab and drop the spaghetti sauce. Grab and drop the noodles, right? You get home and you're like, oh, we already have 4 jars of spaghetti sauce and 3 things of noodles. That was great. You didn't need to buy that. You could have done a pantry challenge and had spaghetti, right? So grab and drop. This is probably the one I do the most often, but I generally have a very specific plan and grocery list because we do so much different recipe testing and food testing and different things like that. So my shopping list is a little bit skewed. So I always have one. But there are times where I'm like, oh, we should have this. We haven't had grilled cheese in a while. Maybe it wasn't on the list, but we're having grilled cheese, right? But we'll still eat it. All right, paying full price for meat. This is one thing I actually never do. This is one mistake I just cannot and will not make. You've got to get meat when it's on sale. You've heard me talk a lot about Zaycon Fresh. I'm a huge fan of that program as well, which you're getting meat bulk. I just got 80 pounds of ground beef the other week, 2 weeks ago now. Was that 2 weeks ago? And then I have 40 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast coming, and I believe bacon as well. So lots of ways to save on meat, but the very, very easiest, if you're not going to do the bulk meat like that, you don't want to do that, is to get it when it's on sale. Like, please, if you learn anything from me, don't take the workshop, don't take the makeover. Like, if you learn anything from me, it's do not pay full price for meat. Like, oh, it just pains me, it's so expensive. Get it when it's on sale. If you see one of those special stickers, like the buy today stickers, buy it today, adjust your meal plan, and make it that night for dinner, or get it into the freezer, right? So please, please, that is like one thing that you can do. If you can do that well, not pay full price for meat, ooh, big grocery savings right there. And the last mistake is about coupons. And I almost even hesitate to share this, but it is in the workshop. And I want to give a little disclaimer on this. So coupons are scary to people, I feel like. At least I don't know. I feel like they are. They're not. Coupons are free money. They're a marketing tool from the store and or the manufacturer of the product. But when used correctly, they can save you a ton of money. If you use them with the mentality that this is free money and I'm going to use them strategically so that I can get a good deal on this product, then you're winning. You're playing the game right. And that's what we're going to talk more about in the, I'll tell you a little bit more about this in the workshop, but also in the makeover. And I leave coupons for later in the makeover, which is the online class. I leave that for later because there are other more important foundational things, right, that we need to get. We're going to bake the cake. We're going to frost the cake. And then the coupons is like all the fun toppings or sprinkles or whipped cream or whatever you're putting on the very, very top. Like however you're going to like garnish your cake, if you will. You see where I'm going with this? Like it's layers. Like we need to set the foundation. We want to have a really delicious cake. And then coupons, if you want to add the couponing component into your grocery planning and saving system, then we'll teach you how to do that. But I think there are other more important things that are very foundational to saving money on groceries. And we have this very, very specific system that we recommend and that I teach it a little bit in the workshop, but definitely teach it in the makeover to help you kind of regain control. And this is about saving money. Obviously, I want you to save money. And the second thing that we found for myself and for those who have taken the class before too, is that it just helps you like rethink the planning process, and it makes grocery shopping overwhelming. Whether you hate going to the store or you don't like loading up your click list or like whatever the part is that you don't like, we're going to kind of reshape and my hope is that you'll just be encouraged too that like grocery shopping isn't the worst thing in the world, right? Because we have to eat and our families have to eat. If you have a family, we have to eat all the time. And so we have to get food to us some way, somehow, right? And so there are different options and we'll talk about that in the makeover as well. There's different ways to do that. that are smart for you. And we'll get in and we'll dig into your specific situation. We have a private Facebook group with the makeover where we get nitty gritty and we share details that you probably maybe wouldn't share on your personal Facebook wall with even friends, like struggles, like I'm having trouble with this struggle, right? So that's, yeah. All right. Grocery budget makeover. Registration is open. We have this free workshop. The workshop is designed to give you a sense of what the online class is like, and it's also going to help inspire you and just give you some helpful tips to get started on the year. And if you want to join in the makeover, registration opened this morning, and it is open through Monday. We're going to close the registration, and the reason that I do that is so I can get a group of people that we're going to go through this together, and I'm leading you through it week after week for 5 weeks. And so that's why we do this registration window where I can spend all of my time helping and guiding the class through the makeover. So that's why we do these short registration periods for the online class. If you're not familiar with an online class, here's how it works. If you do decide you want to join, you register, and then I will email you login credentials, and then you can log in and view the class content. So it is protected as part of your registration. And then we do have a private Facebook group that goes along with it, where it's kind of like a support group. It's a great place to answer questions. We talk about the lessons and what you're learning and what you're struggling with and all those types of things. So it's really fantastic. So this is a makeover. I'm just going to put this out there. It does require a little bit of time and some work, more like mental work and thinking about like, oh, I should try this differently this week, or, oh, I'm going to try this, or Aaron suggested this, or Aaron challenged. We do challenges too, like Aaron challenged with this, so I'm going to do that challenge this week. So there's a little bit of time, but I also know that you're busy and I don't want to stress you out. So I've taken everything into very bite-sized, manageable pieces in the lessons, both in the workshop and in the makeover. And so I want you to know that, yes, there's a little time involved, and the more that you put in, the more that you get out, right? And with any makeover, when you're trying to make a change in your life, the more time and energy and mental space that you put into something, the more you'll get out. And in the situation of the workshop and the makeover, this is going to really help you kind of dig in and make those changes. All right, I'm seeing a couple questions. Let me track back for a sec. I'm gonna get these answered, and then I'll watch the video. If you have any other questions, you're catching the replay. Ask away. Don't forget to type in save, and I will message you the details. Joanne, it's Zaycon Fresh. I'll type it in after the video is over, after the live video is over. Jackie, yes, ma'am. You can take your savings and donate 100%. I know several people who just, if you're stay at home and you're not working and you have an extra block of time in your week, you do a lot of couponing, aggressive couponing, and you use that not to grow your own stockpile. Yes, you want to have some for yourself, but you do that to then be able to donate to shelters in your area, or whatever is in your area that would accept that food bank, right? So definitely an option for you there. So definitely a great couponing if you want to get into it. But I know for other people, there's other foundational things we need to work on first before we layer in the couponing. All right, that's what I know. Save in the comments, and I'll send you the information about the workshop and the makeover. And if you have any other questions, just drop them here, and I will be checking this out later and throughout the day. And tomorrow, Dinner Made Easy show. We're making Sloppy Joe Bites. These are really fun ones, super kid-friendly and budget-friendly. And I'll be back this weekend as well to do a little Q&A and answer some questions about the makeover. And I forgot to tell you this. These worksheets that I was showing you earlier, if you're just now catching, these are the worksheets. These are in the workshop. So you can actually print these out, download them, print them out. You can write in here. That's the idea of this makeover, is to get pen to paper and to make some adjustments and changes in the way you're shopping for groceries. So check that out. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the Dinner Made Easy show.